Hi, I'm Ellie.
I'm James, and welcome to NT Nomad.
Each day, a group of Territorians put their lives on the line to protect ours. And in this episode, we'll meet two people who work daily to keep our community safer. Nick Bell of the NT Fire and Rescue Service has been attending scenes of deadly accidents for more than 2 decades, and no 2 days of his job are the same. There's everything from crashes to fires, bomb threats and chemical spills. Nick, it sounds like a pretty stressful job.
Whilst you do have the stressful side to the job, you've got this real reward for the effort that we put in.
So you must come across some pretty confronting accidents. How do you cope?
It's really difficult. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm human, but pulling together as a team side by side, that's what gets the results. So that for me is a really exciting thing about working in the fire service.
Hi Bindi, thanks for joining us. You've been with the police force for over 15 years now. You're a principal examiner with the crime scenes unit. You must have some fairly colourful stories to tell.
Oh, it's a great job. There's 9 crime scene examiners in the Northern Territory. There's 5 of us in Darwin and 4 down in Alice Springs. We're responsible for down to Elliot, all the way down to the Western Australian border and over to the Queensland border. Also responsible for the islands and in the oil rigs. So that's our scene that we examine.
I would imagine at times that crime scenes could be fairly awful. How do you deal with the stress?
I think I acknowledge when I go to a job that this is a terrible job, and the incident that I see, I always acknowledge that. Then I get into work mode, I suppose, and I focus and get the job done.
Next week, we'll continue our chat with Nick Bell from the NT Fire and Rescue Service.
I really am challenging the young men of the Northern Territory to step up and to show some leadership.
And find out what it's like to attend the scenes of deadly accidents.
The toughest moment that I ever have to sort of deal with is jobs involving children.
Welcome back to NT Nomad. Last week we caught up with Nick Bell from the NT Fire and Rescue Service. Today James continues his behind the scenes look with the Territory's answer to CSI with Bindi Burnell.
Do you find that there are any tough moments in the job?
Probably the toughest moment that I ever have to sort of deal with is jobs involving children. How I sort of relax and sort of remove myself away from that is on downtime I go home as a mother and I spend time with my own children, and that helps me to cope.
What do you love most about the job?
I get to travel around the Territory, see places that a lot of people don't get to see, remote areas. And also it's endlessly fascinating. I get a lot of satisfaction that I am doing a job which is important, and I really love my job.
Is there a certain accident that sticks in your mind?
For me, it's the cause of the accidents and the consequence of those accidents, and it's the ones that I respond to that are related to alcohol and drugs and substance abuse, and where people have made the wrong choice to get into their car and drive. And so I really am challenging the young men of the Northern Territory to step up and to show some leadership and to really say, when it's time to say no, it's time to say no.
And what do you find unique about the Northern Territory?
It's unique, it's different, and it's a really exciting place.
Been here for years, I'm never going. My family's here, my friends are here, my heart's here.
Thanks for your company.
Stay with us for more stories on the remarkable characters and places unique to the Territory.